guys, welcome back to my channel and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Turkish inflation rose to a fresh 24-year hike of 79% in July. Data showed on Wednesday as the lira's continued weakness and global energy and commodity costs pushed price higher. Though the price rises come out below forecast, inflation began to surge last autumn when the lira slumped after the central bank gradually cut its policy rate by 500 basis points to 14% in an easing cycle sought by President Tayyip Erdogan. Month on month, consumer price rose 2% in July. The Turkish Statistical Institute said below a Reuters poll forecast of 2% annually. Consumer price inflation was forecast to be 34%. Jason Duvey, senior emerging markets economist at Capital Economics, said annual inflation may be approaching a peak with energy inflation falling sharply and food inflation appearing close to topping out. Even if inflation is close to a peak, it will remain close to its current very high rates for several more months, Duvey said in a note. Sharp and disorderly falls in the lira remain a key risk, he said. The biggest annual rise in consumer price was in the transportation sector, up 12%, while food and non-alcoholic drinks price climbed 94%. Inflation this year has been fueled further by the economic impact of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, as well as the lira's continued decline. The currency weakened 44% against the dollars last year and is down another 27% this year. The lira was trading flat after the data at 17 against the dollars. It touched a record low of 18 in December. Annual inflation is now at the highest level since September, when it reached 80%, and Turkey was battling to end a decade of chronically high inflation. Last week's Reuters poll showed annual inflation was seen declining to some 70% by end 2022, easing from current levels as base effect from last year's price surge take effect. The domestic product price index climbed 5% month on month in July for an annual rise of 61%. The government has said inflation will fall as a result of its economic program, which prioritizes low rates to boost production and export and aims to achieve a current account surplus. Erdogan has said that he expects inflation to come down to appropriate levels by February-March next year, while the central bank raised its end 2022 forecast to 60% last Thursday from 42% previously. The bank's inflation report showed the estimate range of inflation reaching nearly 90% this autumn before easing. Opposition lawmakers and economists have questioned the reliability of the Turkish Statistical Institute's figures. Claims TÜİK has dismissed. Polls show Turks believe inflation is far higher than official data. Preliminary data published last Friday showed France inflation for July at 6%, while inflation across the Eurozone accelerated to a record high of 8% from June's 8%. The outlook for the French economy has been clouded further this past week as risks of an energy supply crisis in Europe grow, coupled with rising interest rates and stubbornly high inflation. It's difficult to foresee the French economy breaking out of its current downward trajectory, said Joy Hayer, senior economist at S&P Global Market Intelligence. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.